Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome back to another video. Something different this week. Didn't want you to get too bored of my seascape photography, so I'm down at my train tracks here, and I'm going to do some long exposures of trains passing by. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I've been out since about 5. I was already down at a different set of train tracks in downtown Boca Raton and got a shot. I'll put that up on the screen for you now while I get set up for this shot. So I was down in the same exact spot yesterday because we had a really heavy fog, so I thought it would be really cool to photograph the light trails going through the fog. Unfortunately, there were some train delays, and while I was waiting for the train to come, it started to get too light out, so the streaks weren't very vibrant. I got one good shot, so I'll put that up on the screen for you right now so you can see what that looked like. So I have about 5 minutes before the train comes. Actually, there's going to be 2 trains coming within about 2 minutes of each other. So just let me talk about a little bit of safety tips here. I'm not anywhere near the tracks. I'm probably about 25 or 30 feet away from the train. And reason for that is when I used to shoot a lot of these train long exposures, I was looking one way for a train and never even saw the train that was coming behind me. And I was probably about 5 feet away from the track. So, oh, got a train coming from the south there, so let me turn this off and we'll get this shot. So yeah, like I was saying, safety first. There's nothing more important than your safety, and it's not worth getting the shot. You know, like I said, I'm 25-30 feet away from the track, which is plenty close. You don't need to be right up on the tracks to get these kind of shots. Yeah, definitely not worth it. Don't violate any laws. I'm in a little grassy area right off a public footpath, so yeah, I'm definitely not breaking any laws by doing this. And you know, I'm safe while I'm doing it. The other safety thing I do is since I'm basically down here in the pitch black and there's always seems to be shady people around, when I get to my location, I use an app called What 3 Words, and basically I send it to my wife and it lets her know exactly where I'm at. It basically, I think it's designed where it breaks the entire planet down into like 4 trillion 10-foot squares, and it's very accurate from what I've seen. Anytime I move locations, I send her an updated location using What 3 Words, and that way if I don't return home for whatever reason, they know where to find me, or at least where my last position was. Yeah, safety first when it comes to train photography. All right, so I got about 5-10 more minutes before the next train comes, so I'm gonna get set up, make sure my settings are all right on the camera. You only have really one shot to do this. I'm actually trying to capture 4 trains this morning before it gets too light, so yeah, let me get set up for that so I don't screw this shot up, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so I'm all set up ready for this next train to come. So my settings right now, I'm at ISO 100, which is giving me a 30-second exposure. I'm at f5 because I don't really need a whole lot of depth of field for this. I did think about my composition a little bit, especially in my first shot when I was downtown. Put the buildings behind me there. It just gives you something else to look at. And I'm zoomed out to about 16 millimeters right now, so I'm wide open as far as that goes, because we have a lot of cool high clouds. So you kind of also got to think about what you want to include in your photo here. I mean, sometimes there's no other option. You're just standing along a train track out in the middle of nowhere, but you know, and there's not a whole lot to look at where I'm at right now. But I have the highway behind me, I have some street signs, and like I said, I'm zoomed out to 16 millimeters. That way I can capture these cool high clouds. All right, so I'm gonna turn this off now. I'm gonna wait for this train to be coming. It's coming from the north, headed south, but my camera is actually facing south because I don't want the headlight in it. I've already shown you one photo that has the headlight in it. It tends to blow it out a little bit. This way you're just gonna see the different colored streaks as it goes by. All right, so the train's approaching now. It's probably going about 30-40 miles an hour or so as it leaves the station. I'm gonna take the picture just before it gets to me. Now. And they always give you a little honk if they see you. Sometimes they really lay on it and it scares the crap out of you. Okay, so it's about 6:15 now. I'm waiting for one more train. It's gonna be headed up from the south here. So I've changed compositions and my camera's pointed towards the north, mainly just to keep that headlight out of the photo so it doesn't blow it out. Definitely think it looks better with just the vibrant colors of the train as opposed to the big bright white headlight. A couple other tips here when you're waiting for the train. Take a long exposure. It's kind of hard to see what's going on out there composition wise here just with my eyes, so you know I take some long exposures and then I can really see what my camera's focused on and what's in the frame. So it's already starting to lighten up a little bit out in the horizon, so I'm kind of thinking that a 30-second exposure might be too long right now, so I'm going to shorten it to about probably 15 seconds or so. It's still long enough to get a pretty decent light trail. I'll just make sure I won't hit the shutter till the train is exactly in front of me. That way it captures it as much as it can down the tracks in that 15 seconds. Since it's starting to lighten up, if I open that shutter too long, it's gonna capture too much light and then you're not gonna get as vibrant of train streaks. Just some random tips here. This is so much fun though. Nice break from seascape or landscape photography. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Just a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun doing different kind of photography every now and then. And I usually do this, you know, kind of when I get bored of the other stuff or when there's nothing going on with our weather. All right, so I think I see the train coming up from the south right now. So let me make sure I'm all set up for this shot. All right, I'm sure in the darkness you can see that headlight coming. Again, I'm gonna wait till that train is almost exactly in front of me before I press the shutter release. I'm at a 10-second exposure right now. Here it comes. One. No guarantee that this is gonna come out. All right, oh, it did actually. Not too bad. I'll put that up on the screen for you now. Alright guys, so I got all 4 trains that I had planned on getting this morning, so I hope you really enjoy that. I don't know if you can see what's happening behind me in the sky there, but we have some great color down by the beach. But yeah, there'll be another day for that. This was a lot of fun. As long as you practice some train safety and some personal safety, this is a really exciting type of photography. So if you've never done it, you know, again, be safe and get out there and give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to necessarily do it with trains. You can do it with cars or, you know, anything like that. But I like the train streaks because they actually are a little bit more vibrant and seem to go on a lot longer if you can work your exposure out right. Hope you really enjoyed watching this. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of today's video. And we'll see you again next week. Stay safe out there, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye.